Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez. And he's coming off a big year, Singy.
Yeah, and a huge key was health. I mean, to be able to take the ball as often as he did, have over 20 wins, you go into the offseason having gone to another level. And I think what happens is you come back the next year and you expect to pick up exactly where you left off.
Ready to go now. Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario.
0-1.
Yo-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Fly ball to right. Judge makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Cedric Mullins.
Well, I think he's pressing at the plate right now, chasing the game instead of letting it come to him, Boog, especially with runners on base, runners in scoring position as well. Just one run batted in over his last 10 games. So I think they're looking for him to kind of break out of it, come through in those spots, and get back on track to being the player that they all know he's capable of being.
Fastball for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Stays alive. And downstairs.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. 2 outs. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back in the Bronx, and our pitcher tonight, Joey Cantillo.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And now the lefty. Fastball for a strike.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
The pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That's
outside.
outside.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-0. Upstairs. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Here comes Aaron Judge. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in New York, now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Lopez back to work. Fought off foul. At the belt and fires. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here's the first baseman, David Fry. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, Chisholm throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 5th, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Mason Wynn in the box here lets that one go for a ball. No score here in the second. In the air, foul off first. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the second. At the plate, Brett Myers. Here comes a pitch. In the air to left center. Mullins settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, the first baseman,
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
And another ball. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing. Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here comes Cody Bellinger.
1-0.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball one.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with the wrinkle in it.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
2 outs. Off the mark there. 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. The pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Naylor measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was born in Canada. And that one pulled foul. And the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. That one down the line. Jump throw across his body. Got him. Nice play. My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got to can it.
Gabriel Arias stands in now and watches strike one. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one. Strike on the inside corner.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Right back to him on the mound. Gathers and throws to first. And that is that. Guardians lead one. And we are still scoreless. Back in the Bronx. And now the DH, Jason Dominguez.
The designated hitter, Jason
Cantillo back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That's towards center. Mullins under this one. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the catcher.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And takes low for ball one. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Left-hand batter waits. Fastball for a strike. And now 2-2. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And that one in the air center field. Mullins in pursuit. And it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman,
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch just misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Kicks and deals. That's in there. 1-2.
One ball, two strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Yankees. Still no score. Back now in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jose Ramirez. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Just missed. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
1-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
On the ground, right side, Chisholm tosses to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians. His first at bat was a strikeout. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. Not in time. It's a double.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
One down. And up next for Cleveland, David Fry. Fouled off left side. Fourth inning underway, no score. And a foul ball. And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Mullins at the plate now. That's ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Swings and misses. That ends the frame. 1 left for the Guardians. And we're still knotted at 0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. And the pitch.
Lindor.
Now a check swing, but he held up. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Out of here. A shot to the opposite field. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
It's Aaron Judge now. Struck out looking in his first at bat. There's a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just 3 pitches for the punch out right there. Very efficient, I'll say. And started him out with off-speed stuff on the first 2 strikes. And at that point, as a hitter, it's hard to know what's coming 0-2. You want to stay back and try to be ready for something soft, but you also have to be able to hit the fastball. And if you are looking for something hard, it can be pretty tough to catch up to because you don't have a chance to time it. So he threw it right by him there and sent him packing.
Man at second.
2 balls, 1
in the
strike.
dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. Fires it to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
1 out, runner at second. Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not even close there. 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs. And here it comes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Goes down looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Cody Bellinger. That one misses, and that is ball 1. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And a 2-1 on the way. To the right side, and that chance handled to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 4. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. New inning getting started. Stepping up for the Guardians, Mason Wynn. The pitch. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Off the mark there. Full count, 3-2. And that's ball 4.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. Wynn aboard here at first with nobody out. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-2. To third. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Stepping in, Gabriel Arias. Center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. Save!
Now batting, designated hitter, Ahmed Rosario.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. That clips the corner.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he deals. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Huge strikeout there. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Next offered in there for a strike. 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. It's gonna have...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's the DH, Jason Dominguez. Here comes a pitch. And that one a little below the knees. Ball one. And a good eye there.
2 balls, no strike.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The pitch.
Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Wells batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Activity in the Guardians bullpen. Sam Hentges appears to be getting loose. Gaddis also throwing. Snap throw to first.
He's safe.
And he's back in safely. And a pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kwan racing over to make the catch. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground, could be two. Feeds to second, out there. And that's two. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Lopez back to work. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Ramirez in his 12th season. 32 years old, and he took home the Silver Slugger last year in the American League. Inside, almost got him.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Up the middle. Lindor on the first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The batter, the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jhonkensy Noel. 1 for 2. Fouled off. He was late. One down, base is empty.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-hander kick, steals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And the righty deals. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now the first base. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ball one there.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Kicks and fires. Ground ball to first, could be two. Lindor, that's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 2 and the Guardians nothing. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Hunter Gaddis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Francisco.
The wind of the pitch.
Lindor.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here's the 2-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a strike. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Danny Coulombe, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Henches also getting ready. And that one is inside.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Righty delivers. Just outside. And the count's even at 2.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Lindor on at first. Nobody out. Got him. And now one away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Now move to first. Lindor back in there. The 1-1. And Judge spoils that one. The 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now the big-time power threat, Brett Myers. And first offering is fouled off. No one gets a check swing. Appeal to third. Did not go. Two outs. In the air to left down the line. And that is a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That ends the inning. The Yanks leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. As the lefty gets to work, he swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Just misses with that one. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, the shortstop, Mason.
And now Mason Wynn. He's 0 for 1. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. That misses, and it's 2-0.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And another ball. The Yanks leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. On the outside corner, and now 3-2. One down, base is empty. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Bone Nailer digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate, you're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Calls it in, 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. This to center field. Bellinger drifts towards it and makes the grab. And that is that. Guardians lead 1, and they're down 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Danny Coulombe. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yankees. The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here, stepping in now for the Yankees. And a pitch. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field. This looks like extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay, safe at second. He legs out the double.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen aren't known for the speed, but see him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
So man aboard, and now Cody Bellinger. First pitch misses. Man at second. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side, tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now up as the Yankees DH, Jason Dominguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
One away with a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
The catcher, number 28,
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Got him looking. Out number 3. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 3. And here it comes.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Hit in the air, right field. Judge makes the grab. 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, the left fielder.
Now the number 2 hitter, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And he takes a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Sends it to first, and they got him.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next one misses, and a count even 1-1. At the belt and fires. Outside, and a count 2-1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. They trail things here 2-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Sam Hentges. He last pitched 2 days ago. So digging in, Oswaldo.
The Yankees, the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Cabrera. The why to kick the pitch. And that one fouled off. Yo, 1.
Ball.
That one pushed foul. One, 2 now. And another ball. And down on strikes. And there's 1 down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Lindor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Paul Sewald preparing to come on if needed. Herron, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
And now the lefty.
Ball. Down.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Bases empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luke Weaver. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel.
The right fielder, John Kenzie Noel.
And the pitch. And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2 is the count.
And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Kicks and deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That to right. Judge getting an angle on it. Hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 6, David.
He's 2 outs away. And the batter now, David Fry. Weaver, a 6'2 righty, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Weaver, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Fires over to Guerrero. Now only 1 out remaining.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Cedric Mullins.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Battling here as he fouls it away. The Guardians down to their final strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And it's even up.
Inside.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight. First